Another question people ask a lot too is if it's better to hold GIF or PGIF. What is the benefits of hold? This is like I feel like this question is going to go on forever. Why would somebody hold GIF and why would somebody hold PGIF?
Hey, let's do this. I'll give my opinion on it, and then Connex is going to elaborate for me. Okay. PGIF and GIF are the same token.
Mm-hmm. That's it. They're one and the same. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the only difference is when PGIF goes over the GIF plus 10 pulse price, it is in your best interest to sell that into Pulse, buy more GIF, and have some extra Pulse on top of the protocol fee it costs you to turn it into PGIF, on top of that in profit. And then when PGIF does it again, those who hold GIF can just pay a 10 Pulse protocol fee to turn it into PGIF and take advantage of that arbitrage over again. So it doesn't matter if you're sitting in PGIF or if you're holding GIF, they're literally the same token.
This may be the only question I don't want a technical answer on. Like the philosophy behind it though. Like it's almost like GIF is a thing that gets burned and PGIF also gets burned, but also, and it gets burned, it could be burned over and over with multiple protocols and stuff, but GIF is how you get to PGIF. So it's almost like people are thinking if I hold GIF, I'll always have like the power to mint, and PGIF is like the result. Like PGIF's like the trophy almost, and like GIF is like the essence of life, giving life to PGIF. That like you're holding the creation tool, the hammer. I don't know, some analogy. Get philosophical with me for a minute though. No technical answers.
So well, I'm not getting philosophical with you, but
get your scroll out. Get philosophical. You can do it.
Say a bunch of people see this stream and they get excited about GIF and PGIF, and they see that the liquidity is bigger with if you're going to buy using Pulse, you're going to buy GIF, and so you're going to get less slippage. It's a great opportunity to get less slippage into it, but there's this huge pool of GIF PGIF out there that when it doesn't make sense to mint your GIF into PGIF, you can still turn it directly through that pool into PGIF and actually do the system a solid by getting the more inherently valued token, intrinsic valued token PGIF, for less of your GIF than if you were to run it through the protocol, push that PGIF price back up, and the system self-corrects itself. Because a lot of people, when they see this, they're going to run out and buy GIF, not PGIF. We've seen this. We know this is going to be the case. And so when GIF outruns PGIF, why wouldn't you use your GIF to acquire more of the higher intrinsic value token that has all the flywheels to all the other tokens that are already built?
I think that's the best answer I've heard for why hold GIF is if there is ARB opportunity, you can benefit from swapping over. Because it's like, why not just hold GIF? If you think it's going to roughly track PGIF, why not just hold GIF? Because you know it's always going to. I mean, other than arbitrage in your favor, for example.
Here's a point that I talked about last time, but let me elaborate more on it because I think it addresses that thought process. So GIF started at 1 billion tokens. The max total, if all of it gets burnt for PGIF, is 1 billion tokens, but we know there's a buy and burn that's making that deflationary. So the total supply of both tokens can only be 1 billion, but that supply is constantly going down. Do you know what the key is? Is just pure numbers. Like, buy the one that gets you more tokens. That has always been kind of the game in crypto anyways, right?
Yes. If they're the same token, which one gets you more tokens? I like that.
Well, you've also got the liquidity. We saw earlier, there's much more PGIF on the market than GIF. So another idea would be, if there's always going to be less GIF out there than PGIF, and I can always make more PGIF, what am I making this into never mint PGIF again right now?
No, absolutely not. I mean, you want to be holding the PGIF when all the flywheels start rolling. I mean, so I want to be PGIF heavy. I want to be PGIF heavy.
But you can always make it, even if it's burning PGIF, you can always make that PGIF again, and
yeah,
if they
but if
track
I
each
can,
other.
but if the market is tracking your sentiment and they're buying more GIF, and now the price of GIF is higher than PGIF, and PGIF has the flywheels and the higher intrinsic value, I, as a new buyer, should be able to use logic and reasoning and say, I'm going to buy more of that one because I can get more for the same price.
Cheaper.
Cheaper.
If GIF is up here and PGIF is down here, and you're saying at any time I could mint my PGIF with my GIF,
I meant the same value. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at your value of your GIF and the pulse, right? That goes into minting that PGIF, and you could have just bought more off the market of PGIF than actually minting. And that's just because that's what happened at that current time of sentiment on the market. I mean, obviously it can go the other way, but then that's when you start the arbitrage flywheel. So, so it's, I'm going to stick to my theories on this. I think they are the same token, and I think it's about a unit bias, and that's it. Like, how do you get the most tokens? Because in the end, we know what the total supply is, and we know that total supply is going. It has been deflationary since Perma-Bull came out, and has no intention of slowing down.
I just think if you look at it as them being the same token, the market, though, there's that side. There's the technical side of, okay, it's the same thing plus pulse. But also there's the market side of, like, which one can I get? And I was talking about when I said, well, if you can always make it and there's less GIF available, that would be like one that would incentivize me to hold on to my GIF. But also I want GIF to be more valuable, so that incentivizes me to burn it, which is minting PGIF. So it's kind of like, maybe the answer is just, there's like, even if there is a 10%, even if it's 10% better to hold GIF, it doesn't really matter because you're always going to want to burn it in the first place. So it's like maybe it kind of turns into just not an interesting question at the end of it. Maybe that's the answer. I'm gonna go with that. See, you guys can do it. I knew you could do it. I knew you could get philosophical for a moment. I told you. We're on a surge.
Feel free to ask any questions in the public Telegram room for those who want to dig deeper into this Perma-Bull ecosystem, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video useful, and click the bell icon for more content like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.